Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Matt Donnelly's Jungle Influencer, and you're wondering, is this a good way for you to start making money directly through making Amazon product reviews? All right, and how does this actually work? Okay, I'm gonna review Matt Donnelly's Jungle Influencer program. How much does it cost? All the modules. What are you really going to be doing every single day? And is this really worth your time? Can you really make a lot of money this way? Okay. Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just go ahead and click the link below, and I'll send you my favorite strategy straight to your email if you want to check that out. Now, I've reviewed hundreds of different online making courses on the internet, all sorts of different business models, all sorts of different make money on online websites, things like that. And some of them can potentially make you a lot of money, but a lot of them don't really earn you that much. They're a waste of time, and some of them are just straight up scams. So let's take a look at Jungle Influencer to find out what are you really doing and how much can you really make with this particular program. Okay, so first of all, I want to say Jungle Influencer, 100% legit training course that will basically teach you how to become an Amazon review influencer. Okay, so what is that? So, I've been doing this a long time. I've seen all sorts of different products. I've reviewed lots of different products. I've tried all sorts of different strategies. This is a very interesting one, I think. And, definitely props to Matt for figuring this out, because this is very, very new. Not many people are actually teaching this strategy or even doing it to generate income. So I think it's a pretty interesting strategy. So what is it exactly? Okay, so what it is basically you're going to apply to become what's called an Amazon influencer, and you're going to review physical products for Amazon. So let's just say it's a calculator, for lack of a better example, right? A pair of glasses, maybe a kitty lamp, a fidget spinner, things that you've already purchased and owned from Amazon and you have in your house. Maybe it's a Logitech mouse, that kind of thing, and you would do a review on it. And once you get approved to be an Amazon influencer, you're actually going to have an account with Amazon, and you can review products, and they'll stick your short little 2 to 3 minute review video directly on the listing itself. So that means that if somebody is looking for a particular product, so let's just say they're looking for, a Rode microphone, for example, right? And they type into Amazon Rode microphone, and they get onto a particular listing, your video will pop up as one of the reviewers of that actual product, right? And if somebody watches your video and they click through your link, then you will get a commission for that product directly from Amazon. So Amazon pays 5% commissions on the price of that product. So for example, if the Rode microphone costed $100, you would get 5% times 5%. You would make $5 as a commission on the sale of that particular microphone. So that's what it is, okay? This is a little bit different from actually becoming an Amazon affiliate, because the benefit here is that you're leveraging the listings on Amazon itself. All right, so it's very different from grabbing an Amazon affiliate link and trying to sell it on social media where you're doing it off the platform. This is actually on the platform, and we'll talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages of this particular model, but that's essentially what it is. Okay, so if you're interested in that, Matt is basically going to teach you how to do that. Now let me kind of go through this program a little bit so you understand exactly what you're going to be getting. I like that Matt is not hypey at all, right? He's very realistic. He's not saying that you're going to be building a $50,000 per month business here. He's saying, you can earn $100 per day plus per day if you do product review videos. Okay, so $100 per day is very conservative. It's obviously going to take a lot of work to do this, and we'll talk about that in a minute, right? But $100 a day is going to take you a lot of work to get there. We'll talk about how you need to get there. But if you add it all up, $100 a day isn't really that much money. It's only $3,000 a month. Now, it's $3,000 of extra money a month that you don't have, and I think that's great, right? And if you do this correctly, it can potentially bring in real income for you, right? But in order for you to get to the bigger numbers, like $200 a day, $300 a day, that's going to take a long time, and you're going to have to be doing this for years. But this is a real legit business model that you could start doing on the side. We'll talk all about how practical it is and all that stuff later on, okay? But just understand that these aren't huge numbers, $3,000 a month, but it can be pretty life-changing if you add this on top of what you're already doing, okay? Now, there are 2 levels, okay? There's the starter course and there's the full course. Now, the difference is that the starter course is just going to give you the first 4 modules, all right? So it's not expensive, $99. It comes with a full, no questions asked, 7-day refund, okay? 7 days. So it's not 30 days, it's 7 days, but still at least you get a no questions asked refund. $99 starter course, 4 modules. You're going to be given the roadmap. You're going to be given the influencer program. So the only thing about this particular strategy is that in order for you to do this right, you need to already have a social media following of at least 1,000 followers, either on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. Snapchat, it doesn't really matter, as long as you have at least 1,000 followers. The problem is a lot of beginners don't have a following. Okay, so the starter course for $99 is going to teach you how to build and become an influencer, or at least build a marketing platform where you can attract people, attract followers. It's going to take a little bit of time, right, to get to your first 1,000 followers, depending on whether you're doing it on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, for example. It can take a little while. It can take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months, all right, to get to your first 1,000 followers. But just understand that you need that foundational base in order for you to apply to the Amazon influencer program, because they will only accept you if you have a following, okay? But anybody can start this program, and Matt's going to teach you how to do that. If you're already an influencer, okay, then you can just buy the full course, and that's the full training. So in the full training, he's going to take you through the $100 per day income model, how to find free products and how to find discounted products for you to review. That's a big part of this program, all right? In order for you to do well, excuse me, you have to have a lot of Amazon products to review. And so if you're not reviewing a lot of products, then you can't really do this strategy. That means you have to already have Amazon products that you've purchased from Amazon in your house. Maybe you've got maybe this little iPhone, holder or mobile phone holder. Maybe you got the Joby tripod, right? You've already bought it from Amazon and it's sitting in your house. You can start by doing reviews of that, but eventually you're going to have to get more product and do more reviews, okay? So he's going to teach you how to buy products and also find free products and discounted products as well. So that's really good. He's also going to teach you how to find profitable products to actually review and then do reviews for them, okay? So that's kind of how it works, right? So all in all, Matt's program has 35 lessons, 5 minutes per lesson. It's all screen recordings of over the shoulder, how to do it, and of his face as well. So very, very detailed training program, okay? In total, it's 3 hours long. It's not long. It's not too long, not too short. It's somewhere in the middle. For a for a $300 program, it's about there, okay? So let's talk about, and he says, for RPMs, this is, how much you're making per 1,000 views. He's saying that Amazon influencer makes the most, okay? We're going to talk about this in a minute, all right? Just so that you understand. He might be accurate here, but there are some caveats to this, okay? And you see the full breakdown here. You can see the full program here. Very, very, detailed breakdown of his actual program itself. Okay, let's talk about the pros and the cons and how this actually works, okay? So in Matt's own words, in order for you to get to $100 a day, you need to put in between 5 hours and 15 hours per week. That's pretty normal when you build any online business, okay? But you have to do roughly about 10 to 30 reviews a week. Okay, now let's look on the higher end, because usually it is the higher end that will allow you to make, the results that he's talking about, $100 a day, which is $3,000 per month. 30 reviews a week is roughly 6 reviews a day. If you're doing this over a 5-day week, okay, Monday to Friday, we don't include Saturday and Sunday, right? I mean, you could, but 6 reviews a day is quite a lot. Okay, I think very few people will be able to do record 6 reviews a day. Now, even though the reviews aren't that long, it's only 2 to 3 minute videos, it's still a lot of work to make a review. Even though it's 2 or 3 minutes, it may not take you 2 or 3 minutes. You have to plan it, you have to script it, you have to think about the lighting, all that kind of stuff. It takes a while, all right? So to actually record 6 reviews a day, that's hard. Not everybody can do that. So just understand that is the numbers that he's trying to get you to hit in order for you to do well with this, okay? I mean, you can do obviously anything in between, 10 to 30 a week. That's like 3 to 6 a day. But even 2 or 3 review videos a day is quite difficult to do initially, okay? So just understand that this kind of business model, it does require you to take a lot of action. You're going to, number one, have to get access to a lot of product, okay? So he teaches you, first of all, you want to do product reviews of all the products that you have at home already, right? But you're going to run out pretty quickly. You know, because yes, you do buy products from Amazon, a lot of people do all over the world, but you're not going to have everything, right? So maybe the first week you're going to be able to cover all of your Amazon products at home, but after that you need to find free product, or you have to buy some products from Amazon, otherwise you'll have nothing to review. Okay, so please understand that this strategy is going to take a little bit of time, right? As he has mentioned in his training program. And also you're going to have to get access to a lot of product, and you're gonna have to spend a little bit of money on some product like he's listed here, right? Not a lot of money, like the drywall anchor you might have to spend $8. The masks he spent, you know, $20. The hole punch he spent $8.29, right? The snowblower he got for free, okay? But then, you know, after a few weeks he was able to make that money back or break even on them. So, you know, for some of them you'll break even, some of them you will have to spend money. You might not profit on all of them, but understand that that's just the name of the game, okay? But this cost here can add up, because look, if you have to do, you know, between 2 and 6 reviews a day, you know, you can multiply that. That's quite a lot of money. All right, now you don't have to do it as aggressively as Matt is teaching necessarily, which means that you can save money and you can spread it over a period of time to do the reviews and get the products, but that just means that it's going to take you a lot longer to hit your $100 per day mark. Okay, and let me explain why it takes so long with this particular business. All right, it takes so long because Amazon's commission is very small. They only pay between 3% and 5% commissions. That's really little. So think about this, right? If you were to sell this product right here, where is it? Let me find it for you. Here we go, right? Let's just say you were gonna sell the drywall anchor. Let's just say it's $8, okay? $8 times 5%, you only make 40 cents per sale. All right, now that's very little commissions for that amount of work, but here is the upside to that. The upside to this particular strategy is that even though the commissions are so small, because Amazon just doesn't pay very high commissions, honestly. Out of all the affiliate programs, unfortunately, Amazon pays one of the lowest, you know. There are other affiliate programs that pay 50% commissions. Amazon only pays 5%, so it's 10 times lower than some other affiliate programs out there, which is kind of crap, okay? But to compensate for that, the nice thing about this particular strategy is that when you do a review and you post it on the listing of that particular product, so let's just say on the drywall anchor, you make a product review, that product review is going to stay on that particular listing forever, for as long as Amazon wants to keep this influencer program going, which I think will be for a long time, right? So that benefits you as a creator because you get to leverage the platform, right? So even though the commissions are small, the reason why Matt was able to generate $25 per month from a 40-cent revenue per sale is because his video stays on this listing forever, and so whenever somebody looks for that particular drywall anchor, they're gonna see Matt's video and also a few other influencer videos. It's not just one video. There will be like maybe 5 or 10 testimonials on there, and if any person clicks on them and watches your one, then and they buy, then you generate a sale. So you're getting to leverage the platform, which is pretty cool. That means you do the work one time and you get to leverage it, which I think is pretty cool, even though the commissions are very small, okay? So that's also why this particular strategy, you can't really make that much money. We're talking about $100 a day. That's kind of the goal, right? He's not saying $500 a day, right? I mean, maybe eventually you can get to $500 a day with this strategy, but you would have to be doing it for a long, long time, and you would have to have reviewed like thousands of products over that period of time. Then maybe you might eventually get there, okay? So that's the thing about this particular strategy, is that you can make money with it, but it's a lot of work. It does take a lot of time. You have to review a lot of products. I mean, Matt's already said himself, if you want to get to $100 a day, you got to be reviewing 30 products a week. That's quite a lot. Let's do the math on that, right? 30 times 4, that's 120 products a month. So you're going to have to get access to 120 products and review them and be very consistent, which is possible, but it's not easy. Okay? So that's what I would say. And again, $100 a day is only $3,000 a month. It's not huge income, but it's not bad either, right? And this is a legit model. So let's kind of wrap this up so that I'll give you my 2 cents on what I think of this. I think that this is a pretty cool strategy. Because it's pretty new. I think Matt does a great job of teaching it. It's not expensive. His course, it's only $300. That's very cheap, actually, compared to a lot of other training programs out there. You have a 7-day refund, right? This is a viable strategy. Matt is very honest. He's not hypey or anything like that. He's giving you, the reality of how this actually works. I think this is a real legit business model that anyone can leverage. Sorry, there's a caveat on that, okay? I do want to mention that the other problem with this strategy is that if you're based outside of the US, I think it's going to be a very difficult strategy to do because Amazon has very expensive shipping rates outside of the US. So for example, I live in Malaysia. A lot of the time when I buy products from Amazon, the cost of the shipping is more expensive than the product. So I'm paying twice the amount of every single product. Sometimes the shipping is 30 to 40 US dollars. It's crazy, right? So if you live outside of the US, this strategy becomes hard because you don't get the cheap shipping from Amazon. It becomes very, very expensive shipping, all right? So I think that this strategy is only viable for you if you live in the US. Outside, it's very tough. Or maybe if you live close by to the States, maybe the UK, certain parts of Europe might be okay, right? But otherwise, it starts to get extremely expensive, okay? But otherwise, I would say that this is a pretty legit strategy. If you wanted to go very hard on this strategy, you have to definitely have a budget for it, okay? So that's one option. Another option is that if you don't have that much of a budget, then this strategy is going to take you a lot longer, all right? So it's still viable, but just understand that you're not going to be able to do this in the first few weeks, okay? This is like, you got to be doing this for a while, months. I would say 6 months or more, 6 to 12 months before realistically getting to $100 per day, okay? Because you might not be able to do 6 reviews a day. If you can't do 6 reviews a day, let's just say you're doing 1 review a day or you're doing 3 reviews a week, it's going to take you a lot longer to get to this number. So I would say that if you're doing this like on the side for fun, along with your day job, don't even worry about how much money you're making. Eventually, you might be able to get to a decent amount of income, okay? Or kind of side income on the side. But if you really want to get to this number right here, you have to be very aggressive with this strategy and just be willing to hustle to get free product, and you might have to pay for some products as well because you're not going to get all of your products for free, okay? Be willing to spend a little bit of money, and hopefully you can make your money back by it covering up the cost by you kind of breaking even on the product after a period of time because people are watching your reviews and buying through your link, okay? So if you want to check it out, jungleinfluencer.com, I think it's a pretty cool strategy. Again, you're not going to make heaps of money with this, but it is a legitimate business model if you're willing to take the action, work hard, and the main thing is that you have to look at this strategy as a long-term strategy. Don't think of this as a short-term thing because you're not going to make big money short-term with this. This is definitely a long-term strategy, but if you're consistent, then you can potentially get to this number, jungleinfluencer.com, all right? Now, if you're watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to create side income. Maybe you don't know how. Maybe you came across this product and you're just doing your research. There are many, many ways to make money online. And on this channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different strategies to make money online. And some of them are great. Some of them are not so great. Some of them just I wouldn't recommend at all. And out of all of them, I have one strategy which I think is still the best out of all of them. I'm biased, but I've been marketing online for 15 years and I still think it's the best, all right? It's the most profitable, it's the lowest cost. Anybody can do this anywhere in the world, and it's my favorite way to get to your first $5,000 to $10,000 a month. If you would like that strategy for free, click the link below. I'll send that to you to your email. You can check it out for free if you want, okay? I hope you enjoyed this review. See you on another product review. Take care.